Are you even human? The future of human verification in an AI world. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Deepfake series. Today's video asks a question that might seem dramatic, until you realize we've already crossed the threshold. How will we verify who is truly human in a world where digital replicas, AI personas, and deepfakes are indistinguishable from reality? Let's be real. The future we're facing isn't just about smarter AI. It's about synthetic presence becoming so advanced that authenticity becomes the rarest resource. In just the last year, we've seen AI-generated influencers gain millions of followers, deepfake scams fool families, and AI clones mimic voices, emotions, and faces so convincingly that even experts get fooled. The question now isn't, can we tell the difference? It's, how long until we can't? So let's look at what's happening. We are quickly approaching a moment in digital culture where proof of humanity will be more important than proof of identity. And while that sounds like sci-fi, it's already beginning in tech circles, blockchain projects, and content platforms where creators and consumers alike are demanding human verification, not just bot filters. Startups are already developing biometric scanning systems that use facial micromovements, retinal response, or behavioral signatures to determine whether the subject on screen is human. These aren't lie detectors. They're presence detectors, designed to assess whether the subject is real, live, and emotionally congruent. Other companies are creating voice-based authenticity layers. These tools analyze breath patterns, pause dynamics, and emotional rhythm to distinguish a live speaker from an AI-generated one. In other words, we're moving from, is this accurate, to is this alive? It's fascinating and necessary. Because as AI-generated content floods social platforms, dating apps, customer service roles, and even video podcasts, the burden will shift to humans to prove they're real. Not because they're under suspicion, but because the counterfeit is now good enough to pass. Let's go deeper. Imagine watching a video review of a product. It's a friendly face, a helpful tone, a clear testimonial, but you don't know if it's a real customer or a paid avatar. Imagine meeting someone online. They text fluently. They send voice notes. But are they a person or a personalized AI built to your preferences? This is no longer theory. In 2024, several companies began using AI-generated influencers to promote products on TikTok, never disclosing that the influencer wasn't a real person. Some consumers interacted for weeks before realizing it. The comments were real. The sales were real. The person? Synthetic. In response, platforms are starting to build in AI transparency labels, like generated by AI or synthetic speaker. But adoption is slow. And in black market ecosystems, or even DIY clone creators, there's little incentive to be honest. That's why human verification is becoming cultural, not just technical. It's about training our senses again. It's about trusting feel over appearance. When something looks real but lacks warmth, fluidity, or soul, your body often knows before your brain does. That's not paranoia. That's pattern recognition. And it's becoming a necessary tool in every space where interaction matters. We'll also see new layers of social proof, like verified human identity tags, emotional congruent signals, or even conscious presence scores that validate not just that someone is real, but that they're live, aware, and engaged in the moment. It's not about surveillance. It's about relational clarity. Because as more of the world becomes simulated, the realest thing you'll be able to offer is your own unduplicated presence. So how do you prepare for this future? Know your baseline. How do you show up when you're really present? What's your tone, pace, rhythm, frequency? The more aware you are of your unique patterns, the harder they are to fake, and the easier they are to verify. Establish visible trust. If you're a creator, teacher, guide, or business owner, now is the time to show your audience how real you really are. Behind-the-scenes content. Live responses, imperfections. Humanity builds trust faster than Polish ever did. Be transparent with your tools. Like me, I tell my audience what is and what is not AI by labeling my work, but also speaking opening about how I built my twins and clones in order to have more privacy for my real self. Putting my work out, but not my full life. If you use AI to assist, clone, or scale, say so. It doesn't undermine your brand. In fact, honesty in this space earns more respect than the illusion of all human content at scale. Keep your discernment sharp. Don't assume the most relatable face is the most real one. Don't confuse fluency with integrity. And don't ignore your instincts. Energy is still the clearest filter we have. Because as we move forward, the question won't be, can you see me? The question will be, can you feel me? And the answer will separate humans from simulations. Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SOS, School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing. And no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The download society, how data has replaced destiny. 2. Predictive future. Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social credit systems. The behavioral economy now governs access. 4. Hive mind. Synthetic telepathy and collective algorithmic control. 5. Nanobots inside you. Medical, military, and programmable intrusions. 6. Grief tech. AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading your mind, consciousness transfer, and data-based identity. 8. Deep fakes plus AI clones. The replication of reality and identity theft. 9. Quantum humans. The merger of biology with quantum systems. 10. Digital afterlife, where your data goes when you die. 11. Resurrection science, reviving life through synthetic methods. 12. Immortal science, the end of death as we know it. 13. Longevity science, gene editing, anti-aging, and bio-upgrades. 14. Designer babies, engineered perfection before birth. 15. Artificial wombs, birth decoupled from the female body. 16. 3D printing, printing organs, limbs, and even humans. 17. The humanoid era, the rise of synthetic beings among us. 18. Legacy humans, the slow phase-out of unmodified analog people. 19. Smart cities, algorithmic environments that watch and decide. 20. Cloud-based societies, citizenship without borders or bodies. 21. Hackable humans, emotion, memory, and behavior under code. 22. Biometric scanning, your body is your password and your prison. 23. Sex tech, intimacy reprogrammed by machines. 24. Extinction of gender, fluidity, deletion, and design of identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SOS School of Sos Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.